Starting in 5,
4.
Hang on. Let me make sure I got my lips.
Now I lost mine.
Yeah, you're a dumbass. Mm-hmm.
Got me lacking, man.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna catch me lacking.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Welcome back, everybody. Instant Classic Podcast.
Welcome, everybody.
Episode 7, Trey.
Damn.
Episode 7, bro. Now, it's been a couple weeks, 3 weeks to be exact.
It's been a minute.
3 weeks since you all last heard our voices, and we have a lot to talk about within pop culture and hip-hop culture. It has been a ride, Trey. What has the last 3 weeks been like for you and your life? I'm just playing. Niggas really don't give a fuck about what's going on in your life. You feel me?
Nobody care about what's going on.
Oh, go ahead. My bad. What you been up to the last 3 weeks? Let them know.
Working.
Yeah, see, no one gives a flying fuck. No one gives a flying fuck what niggas been doing the last 3 weeks. But there's been a lot of music dropping the last 3 weeks that we have to cover. I need to get on some gosh darn essay videos. Now, hopefully by the time this podcast comes out, probably not. But we're gonna have the first episode of our Versus series coming out, Wayne versus Ye. It is amazing. It's in the editing process right now, and let me tell you something about that. That series is about to be stellar. Y'all got to make sure y'all subscribe if y'all haven't already for all the content we got coming up for y'all. But music for the last 3 weeks, Trey. The biggest drop, obviously, was the boy, Drizzy Drake. He dropped 6 new songs to add on to For All the Dogs. How did you feel about the 6 songs? Did you listen to it?
I listened to it.
How'd you think?
I feel like he was talking his shit on the sick. He was talking his shit.
Yeah, did you like him talking his shit? Do you like when Drake talks his shit more, or you like some people where they want him to cry more?
It depends, for real.
Yeah, me too. I like both. And interestingly enough, that album For All the Dogs, the full album, I thought that's what that was. It was everything. It had some crying, it had some hard shit, it had everything, and people still weren't pleased. People aren't going to be pleased with anything, but these 6 songs is some of the best songs I've ever heard Drake do, in my opinion. Now, I'm obviously a weird lyrical miracle liking nigga, so I like when he raps like that, rapping like he said he has to pay the rent. And he also had a hit in there. I think it's called You Broke My Heart. I like that song too. But we need to talk about this guy named Jeff Teague. You heard of Jeff Teague, the basketball player?
Yeah.
He said on a podcast recently that Drake is better than Michael Jackson, right? Now, he went as far to say that Michael Jackson cannot sing, actually, and that Drake can sing better than Michael Jackson. To that, you say what, Trey?
He's dick riding a little too hard.
Dick riding a little bit too hard? You think?
It's no way, bro. He said that.
No, I swear to God.
Was he trolling?
It's viral right now. No, he's dead serious.
Oh, what do you
He
think
said Michael
about
Jackson.
that?
I think I know what he's trying to say because I've heard this opinion before. I've heard people say Michael Jackson's actually not, his voice wasn't that great. It was more the melodies and his cadences that he knew how to do. I think it's absolutely bonkers. It's like fucking absolutely insane. It's like some of the craziest shit I might have ever. Like, has anyone ever heard Michael Jackson talk? Just when he talked, it sounded like he was singing, and it was like the voice of an angel. That nigga was like, he might have been Jesus.
No, because I heard they do, like, when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot, like, what they really did, but, like,
They did some
the
vocal
parents,
shit.
Yeah, the parents, like, fucked up his voice, like, to make it.
Dog, do you hear that shit, though?
Yeah.
It's like he's like, you know who reminds me of him like that right now?
Who?
Someone that kind of talks like him and kind of, I don't know, but I think he's trying to be like sort of in that realm. Is you heard the Tizo Touchdown?
Yeah.
He's on Drake's album. That nigga, you got to watch an interview of Tizo Touchdown talk. That nigga sounds like this. He sounds like that, but then he sings, he goes all crazy, does all kind of. But anyway, yeah, I think it's absolutely ludicrous, and I don't know why everybody they can't just have a normal opinion. You can't just say, I think Drake's better than Michael Jackson. If he just said that, okay, cool. You feel me? I know some people that think Drake's better than Michael. I don't agree.
Or maybe he was just talking about, like, overall.
No, he's talking about music.
Yeah, music, yeah. Just, like, in general, like, what he did.
Yeah, but and then he said he sings better than him and Mike can't sing. That's literally what he said. He started naming people he thinks that Mike that can sing better than Mike. I'm like, come on, bro. What are we even doing?
Yeah,
I understand saying Drake's better. I disagree. I think, Trey, that there is one artist on planet Earth that has ever been better than Michael Jackson. Who do you think I think it is?
I already know who you about to say.
Who?
Kanye.
The greatest. Thank you.
Sure,
You knew. Kanye Omari West. Michael Jackson is not rocking with him.
Name it. Bigger impact.
Bigger impact? That's cool. It's because of different time. If Kanye came before Mike, who would have had a bigger impact?
Still
Shit.
Michael Jackson.
If fuck out of here, y'all niggas done lost your rap ass mind. And Kanye don't even. And Kanye does it with God-given artistic ability. It's not like he doesn't. He don't got. I mean, I guess he goes crazy every now and then, but he didn't got no gimmick. Michael Jackson got the dances and he got the ladies. Kanye don't need the ladies. He still gets all the niggas in the world. Speaking of Kanye West, we're on New Music Friday. Kanye West dropped a new song recently, Vultures. Have you heard it?
I haven't heard it yet.
There's a version with Lil Durk on it, and there's a feature with a guy named Bump J. Have you ever heard of the ad lib where the guy's like, "It's Chicago, nigga"?
Yeah.
It's him. That's Bump J. And he went back and got him from the early 2000s when he used to work with Bump J, got him on it. And Bump J's talking some crazy shit. Like, they're talking about hoes and shit. It is Kanye's first time cussing on a song in 5 years. I got to talk about my GOAT. I need to talk about what's going on with Kanye because I don't know what's going on right now. If you listen to the song, he says, I ain't anti-Semitic. I just fucked a Jewish bitch. I just fucked Scooter's bitch. And we ran it like Olympics. Got pregnant in the threesome. So whose baby is it? Kanye ain't been talking that spicy since what? 2000? That nigga's talking crazy. He might have lost Jesus. He making all kind of Christian albums. Donda was a big old, no cussing. This nigga going crazy now. I'm wondering what the fuck happened. I thought he was just off with his wife in another country. Did someone clone my GOAT, Trey?
Nah, he just want to talk his shit now.
He just want to talk his shit now.
Because Drake's dropping shit, so he might want to this.
Oh, imagine he start dissing Drake. Please, Ye. Yeah. Please, Ye, start dissing Drake. But yeah, Kanye West is the only artist that's working with Michael Jackson. You name your amount of songs. 5 songs, 10 songs, 20 songs. Kanye is washing that nigga.
I'm watching Kanye.
Washing that nigga versus catalog-wise. I ain't talking like, because you going to go, like, what you going to play after you play, like, Beat It, Billie Jean,
Thriller.
You feel me? Thriller. Yeah, like the main ones. Once you get past like 7, 8, you're going to get to some semi-hits that, well, I'm tripping. There's going to be more hits, but there'll be hits, but the quality of the music is not fucking with Kanye's.
I say
Kanye got album on album on album on album that's classic. Name 3 classic Michael Jackson albums. Go. Name 3. See, niggas like to talk like this, but they can't really back it up with their knowledge. Name 3 classic Michael Jackson albums. I'll sit here and name 10 Kanye ones. This is what I'm talking about. That nigga Kanye, especially if it was like an extended versus, like 100 songs, Kanye is putting belt to ass on Michael Jackson's catalog. Belt to ass.
I would watch Kanye with Chris Brown.
You said who?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. See Breezy? Just name one Chris Brown album.
You keep telling me name.
See, niggas like how you can't even name one album. I just want to know one album. These niggas stink. All right, so look, I like the new Kanye song though. Some people are saying that it's Kanye's worst single ever. Like some people think it's bad. I like it, especially in the whip. It's bumming. Pregnant in the threesome, so whose baby is it? And then he said, "This ain't Columbine, but we came out with the trenches." You know, Columbine, the niggas wore trench coats. He's just talking spicy. He said, "This ain't Jimmy Butler, but the Heat got extensions." You know about Jimmy Butler wearing extended dreads in his hair? He's a basketball player. You gotta look it up, bro. It's a bar, nigga.
Yeah, it's a bar. Yeah, it's a bar.
That nigga Ye was going stupid. Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this nigga putting in his cereal now? But that's the first single from his and Ty Dolla $ign's new collab album called Ye Dollar Sign. That I will have to listen to the moment it drops in my ears immediately. Ty Dolla $ign's part was good too, but I mean, come on, we need more Kanye. I mean, do we know? Let's be honest. Ty Dolla $ign? Why the fuck is this nigga doing a collab album with Ty Dolla $ign?
Shit, put him on. Not put him on, but
that nigga's on. He got like 26 million monthly listeners on Spotify, something like that. That nigga's on. He got hits too. It's just like, but he's like a background nigga. He's not. I get what you mean by put him on. I guess Kanye's trying to put him on the forefront. I guess.
He don't need a big nigga to do an album with.
Who, Kanye?
Yeah.
I agree, but like he needs a nigga that he makes amazing music with, and I'm not saying he makes bad music with Ty Dolla $ign, but I can name 20 niggas, not 20, I can name maybe 5 to 10 niggas that consistently make better music with Ye, and I'm like, Ye, what made you choose Ty Dolla $ign? It's just weird. He's very abstract. I don't know, but Ty Dolla $ign's verse was good on the song. Moving on to the new music, so that's what we've been through. Drake's 6-pack, we've been through Kanye's new song. Now we need to talk for real, because we have, I got a bone to pick with you, nigga.
What you talk about?
Decided To by Youngboy sells 35,000 first week. Will Youngboy ever sell over 100,000 again? Is he gone for, fell off? His fans ain't fucking with him right now. I didn't hear no one talk about this album. I heard one song, turned it off. It's ass. I'm telling you right now, his fans are not fucking with him right now, Trey. You are one of probably the biggest YB. Yeah, smile, bitch. You are the biggest YB fan I know, and you ain't fucking with him right now. Did you listen to Decided too?
Yeah, I listened to it.
Did you like it? Okay, then.
Best album ever.
See, get your stupid ass. Niggas are retarded. I'm telling you right now, Youngboy is done for.
All right,
He's cooked.
I know how Youngboy can drop an album and get over 35K.
Yeah.
If he don't drop an album in 2 years, if he wait 2 years,
I agree. If he waits 2 years and ducks off in the shadows
and goes back to his old melodies,
I don't know if that old shit is that old shit still hitting?
People still listen to his old shit.
But like when he makes new songs that sound like his old shit, it ain't hitting. It ain't going as crazy no more. Bitch, Let's Do It was a fire ass song. It sounded like his old shit. That shit ain't going up like every other YB song does, is it? Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about like No Love, Black Cloud. Like,
oh, here he goes. See,
AI Youngboy 2.
I start wanting to cry when YB fans start digging into the classics.
So like, he needs to drop songs like that, because if he, like the way he's rapping now, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really fuck with it.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone does, because there's a sector of people, especially in hip hop, that already are turned off by everything Youngboy does. I'm personally not. I like a lot of Youngboy songs. It's just he drops so much. You're gonna have so much room for error, and you're gonna miss. Like if I take 20 shots, I might hit 11 of them bitches, and I made over 50%.
Yeah.
If I take 2,000 shots and I make 500 of them bitches, that's 25%. You see what I'm saying? Nigga drop an album every fucking season. God damn, nigga, it's fall time, new YB. Oh, summer hit, two new tapes coming out.
That's what
like, bro, we're running out of like, bro, you're not Wayne.
He need to sit down.
You're not Lil Wayne, bro. He thinks that
dropping.
He's Wayne from that era. You're not Wayne. You're from Louisiana. You are not Wayne, Youngboy, and you shouldn't want to be Wayne. You should, like he's saying, you should duck the fuck off for about 2 or 3 years
and work.
Hop back, work. Get and then take the best 14 songs you get and put it on the album. We don't need 30 songs on a fucking album. We don't need features with people that don't fit your music. Like, come on, bro. Why am I only hearing this nigga? I don't even like Quando Rondo like that, right?
But he's hard though, for real.
I know. I don't even like him like that. Yeah. But when he's with Youngboy, I would much rather listen to Youngboy with Quando Rondo than hear Youngboy and Yeet keep making music together. Yeah. What the fuck? What is this nigga doing? And if I hear another Youngboy Nicki Minaj single, I'm gonna hang myself, dude. I'm gonna find a rope. This is getting ridiculous. Like, can you name a worse collab? Like, I don't know if I can name a collab I would want to hear less than that. And I hear it every time. And since I'm such a big hip hop connoisseur, when they drop, I have to listen to it. They're two of the biggest, but like Nicki Minaj and Youngboy, it just feels so God. You know what I mean?
Well, Youngboy got the potential to be.
I agree. He's got the potential to be him.
Best rapper ever.
All right. See, no. See, I don't.
But
agree.
He just dropped too much.
I don't agree. No, he does not. Even just like, here's the thing, right? Youngboy, he's talented as a motherfucker, right? Even the albums of his that I like, even the albums of his that I enjoy, like, there's still some misses. I've never heard a Youngboy album or tape that I'm just like, oh my God, no misses on that.
AI Youngboy
He's gonna have a few songs. AI who?
AI Youngboy 2? Yeah.
That's his best album for sure, but there's some misses.
Name a miss.
I don't remember them because they're misses, nigga. I ain't saving them.
There's no misses on that album.
I made no sense. That's fire. I like that Rich as Hell. I like that. He's got some shit on there.
Ain't no misses on that.
Nah, listen to me though. Every artist is like that, really, in the trap scene. So I'm not even gonna take that away from Youngboy. I'm not gonna take that away from him because Dirk's like that. Baby's like that. Dirk just dropped a whole album of ass, and I'm still putting Dirk above Youngboy any day of the week.
Tripping.
Any day of the week.
Tripping.
We'll do verses on that one day.
Verses.
And that'll be belt to ass, as Dirk would say.
Wash.
Belt to ass. No, because Dirk's best is shitting on Youngboy's best.
No, it's not.
Pooping.
No, it's not.
You know, it's very interesting, the conversation about Youngboy, because you keep bringing up all this potential. Where does the potential manifest itself, though? Because when we talk about potential, you're talking about potential to be the biggest of the biggest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't you have a hit to back that up? Like, shouldn't you have I could say that right now about Jack Harlow. He has potential to be the biggest. We'll get to him in the new music thing in a second. I can say that about Jack Harlow. He has the potential to be the biggest superstar in the world, right? And then I can show you. Someone says why. I can say he has this number one. He has this number one. He has this top 5. He has this. For Youngboy, what the fuck does he have to back up that? Just you like his music? That's your whole fucking argument? Like, I like his music. He has potential to be. Like, show me the numbers. Show me give me some logic. I need some, you know what I mean? And this is every Youngboy fan, though. Every Youngboy fan has no logic behind their, them thinking he can get the biggest of the biggest. It's just they enjoy the quality of his music, and I respect that. But I enjoy Isaiah Rashad quality of his music more than pretty much every artist in the world, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you he has the potential to be the biggest of the biggest of the biggest of the biggest. You know, because he ain't making hits. He don't make hits. Youngboy don't make hits. Youngboy don't make shit that you can play in front of Granny. I might be sitting with my grandma in the car and I hear, well, yeah. Now you niggas that fly at me, well, or I might hear, started off as close friends. See, Lil Baby's a trap nigga. He's a street nigga, but he's still gonna give you hits. Youngboy don't give niggas hits, so it's hard. I think he has the talent to do it.
He got hits. They slept on hits.
Why are they slept on? Because they're not really hits, nigga. They're hits to you. They're hits in your phone. They're hits in you Youngboy niggas' phone.
Because they not playing his shit on the radio.
What do you mean? Do you know how music gets on the radio?
Yeah.
Nigga, the label pushes it. Which Youngboy, no one can say Atlantic Records did not try to push Youngboy. Nigga, every time he drops, Rap Caviar, Youngboy. I'm telling you right now, this nigga is fooling y'all. This nigga Youngboy is getting niggas with an image. They are getting niggas to buy into an image of him being this counted out, I don't fuck with the industry ass nigga. And then he's still making songs with Nicki Minaj. He's still signing to major labels. He's still dropping music for... You want to know why he's dropping that much music? Because the labels are letting him. Because $35K for an album whenever you drop an album every month is still fucking crazy good. $35K is good. It's just... You're never going to get up there again with the big dogs in the music game right now, like the Baby, the Dirk. You know what I'm saying? You're just not. He's going to be down there selling $30K like the Baby. That's okay. That's okay. What's wrong with that, right? Everyone has their place in the game. I don't think Youngboy is at the top. I'm sorry, it's just not. He doesn't appeal to enough people. He appeals to you street niggas and niggas that are from a place that can relate to him. And some of his melodies, they appeal to me. I like his music at times, but in general, Lil Baby, Gunna, Lil Durk, these are people you're going to get in the whip. You're going to go to Walmart and you're going to hear them. Even though they're street niggas. I'm not doing that with Youngboy. Youngboy has no big hits. Name the hit that you can go outside and just scream it and everybody's gonna know it. Youngboy don't got that. Yeah, nigga.
Make no sense.
That's the closest thing you got to make no sense. Like
that's the hit they play on the radio and shit.
Yeah, that's his biggest song, and it's like still like it's not that big of a hit. Yes, it is. What's his biggest solo song? That's make no sense. Easily. I feel like I'm Gucci Mane or Outside Today, maybe. One of those two. Outside Today. Ain't that crazy? We're sitting here talking about Outside Today and fucking Make No Sense. Those songs are not big comparatively. They're big if you're talking about just like we're low, you know what I mean? We're just normal rap niggas. Yeah. There's a lot of rappers in the... Like, it's a big song, but I'm talking about if we're comparing them to the Babies, the Dirks, the Gunnas, you feel me? The biggest of the biggest street niggas right now. The Futures, the Young Thugs. If we're comparing him to them niggas, he's not there. He don't got it. He's a tier below it. He's with the Baby.
Nah, he's over them.
He's with the Baby and Roddy Rich. YB is with the Baby and Roddy Rich. If we're talking about where his place stands in hip hop,
he's over.
YB is tier B with Roddy Rich and the Baby, and the top tier is Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Gunna, Future, and Young Thug.
Youngboy, Lil Baby.
Why do you back this up? Back it up. With facts. I don't want your opinion. I want facts.
It's just facts.
No. So you can't just say it's just facts because I like his.
But you can ask anybody.
I need to hear numbers. I can ask anybody.
All right.
I bet I'll ask our fans right now. I guarantee in the comments they're not gonna be on Youngboy.
We can ask.
Let us know if y'all watch this podcast right now. Let us know in the comments. Is Youngboy up there with the Futures, the Young Thugs, the Lil Babies, the Gunnas, and the Lil Durks in terms of popularity and standing in hip hop in general? Not in your honest opinion. In your opinion, you might think Youngboy's better than all them niggas. He might be better than you.
In your opinion.
No, that's not how this works. That's not what we're talking about. We ain't talking about opinions. If we're talking about opinions, then you can say Youngboy's the best all day, every day. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying if you're going to say he's the biggest, if you're going to say he's bigger than them niggas, you need to back it up with some facts. And you give me none. I get nothing.
He's
I get
bigger
no
than
facts.
these niggas.
He's selling 30K. None of them niggas are so. Gunna dropped an album after being labeled a snitch by the entire streets. That's a big majority of his fan base. Not all of it, but a lot of his fan base is street niggas or niggas that like street music. And he sold 80-something K after being labeled a snitch with no features. Youngboy's dropping albums with Nicki Minaj and Yeet on them and selling 30. Stupid.
But he didn't have nobody on the last.
When Gunna comes back, he's selling over 100K. When Gunna comes back, he's selling over 100K.
You know
because
why?
Because that album went so crazy and everybody loved it. And he has one of the biggest songs by himself. He didn't need Juice WRLD. Bandit. He didn't need Juice WRLD for a hit, nigga. Fuck You Mean is a hit by himself.
Bro, let me tell you, bro.
Youngboy is not fucking with Gunna no way, shape, or Fuck You Mean still top 20 right now as we speak. All genres.
All right.
Youngboy ain't fuck with that nigga.
Are you right? All right, I say you right. But
I know. I know that you know.
In the streets, Youngboy's over these niggas. In
the streets, ESTG is better than Drake. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about the streets. I'm talking about in general, including that means we're including the streets.
Only why Gunna
when we talk about Lil
Baby,
when we talk about Lil Baby, we're still including the streets
because
and
they
how
got
much
bigger
they like
fan
him.
face.
How do you get a bigger fan base? By appealing to more ears.
That's what I'm saying.
Appealing to more ears equals a bigger fan base, which makes you a bigger star. That's what you get. You become a bigger
but
star
some
by
of these
appealing to more
niggas
people.
don't give Youngboy a chance. They automatically hate him.
You really think that? You don't hear this is where this is where you Youngboy niggas turn into LeBron fans. Cause like a nigga when it comes to LeBron, right? Mm-hmm. A nigga can say something bad about LeBron. Any nigga say something bad about LeBron, oh, they just already don't like LeBron. That's why. If I say I got Michael Jordan better than him because he has 10 scoring titles and LeBron has 1, you already don't like him. It's already something. You just got something against him.
Yeah, you just got something
like
against him.
You can't even understand why someone would critique LeBron's game. You can't understand why someone would say, hey, LeBron, at the end of the game, Michael Jordan was taking the shots. Michael Jordan averaged 30 a game. You've never done that in your life. Michael Jordan had 10 scoring titles. You have 1. You can't even understand why someone would think that. So you can't even understand why a nigga would say Youngboy is below them niggas. You can't even understand why someone wouldn't like Youngboy's music when they hear it. All the screaming, all the screeching he does with his voice. You can't.
Are we talking about now?
I'm talking about right now. No, I'm talking about period. All time. You can't even understand how
Youngboy
someone wouldn't like it.
All time.
You can't understand how somebody would hear Outside Today and not like that song. You don't understand that.
I mean, Youngboy got music.
I'm coming outside today, and I like that song. But I'm saying I understand why someone wouldn't. I understand why someone would be like, it's too much.
Niggas gonna be listening to that
I ain't
song
gonna say niggas are hating if they say
from
it's
20
bad.
years from now.
Not like they're gonna be playing Fuck You Mean. You wanna say Outside Today is as big as Fuck You Mean right now? Do you wanna go on record, please? Look at the camera and say that. Look at the camera and say that. Fuck You Mean is a top 10 song by itself, solo song. Didn't even drop it as a single, nigga. Dropped it on an album and it went top 10. That don't happen unless you are really him. Like, and Fuck You Mean appeals to more than just the streets. Youngboy, you can say Youngboy got the streets all you want. Take it. Have the streets, nigga. The streets is like a fucking 15% of America. The streets is not all of us.
Now he got everything.
No, he does not. No. But moving on to continue new music. I love these conversations about the new music. Everybody's dropping. Youngboy dropped. No one gave a fuck. But Youngboy dropped. Drake dropped. Who else did I say already? Kanye dropped his song. And a guy that's about to go #1 on the charts right now with his new single, Lovin' On Me, Jack Harlow. Have you heard it?
Never heard it yet.
We talked about it last week or 3 weeks ago on the podcast. I talked about how he had teased it on TikTok. It's like, I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I'm not a killer, baby. Right? That's what he's saying. It's like a sexy kind of, trying to be sexy song. And I'll review the song. I think it's a good song, not a great song. I think it's a good song. It's got a good rhythm, good jig, and it's going to go #1 next week. It went number 2 the debut week because Taylor Swift blocked it from the #1. But Jack Harlow, did you see him perform on Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
what was your honest reaction to see Jack Harlow perform on Thanksgiving? Honest reaction.
Like,
be 100% fair, be 100% honest.
Like, it's not the Super Bowl, it's just the Thanksgiving halftime performance, so.
Well, I would fucking hope they wouldn't let Jack Harlow perform the Super Bowl right now. He ain't ready for all that.
That shit is for the cameras, you feel me? Like, for the TV watchers, probably. Because you was, like, in the stadium, that shit would have been ass.
I think it was asked to the TV watchers. Have you seen the reaction on the internet?
Yeah, I seen the reaction. Right
Oh, it's been bad. It's been really, really bad.
But it was clowning
And
him, bro.
just to make it even worse, Dolly Parton comes with her little 85,000-year-old ass at the night game and just fucking kills it. I'm like, I'm at Whitesgiving, Thanksgiving with my white family, and I'm hearing everybody fucking just adore Dolly Parton. Just, oh my goodness, look at her. She's 7. And then my uncle's like, that ain't Dolly Parton. And we're like, yeah, it is Dolly Parton. She's killing it. You know Dolly Parton?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she just kills it. It makes Jack Harlow look at the same. Now, here's my thesis. Jack Harlow is not a performer. I'm telling you that right now. He doesn't have much stage presence yet. He hasn't gotten to that part of his career where he knows how to move a crowd very well. And his songs aren't crowd movers. A lot of his songs are really barred up, rap. And
Yeah.
he doesn't have as many anthems. He got Industry Baby with Lil Nas X. That's an anthem. You can play that and get crowds turned up by yourself without even performing. You feel me? He needs more songs like that, I feel like. Because you get Dolly Parton's performance and she's fucking, the energy's off the fucking roof. You get Jack Harlow and he's, I've been a G, throw up the L, sex in the A.
Yeah.
And, like, it's like, you feel me? It's like,
Nothing in the background, no dancers or anything.
They had a few little dancers for him, but it's like not like they had for Dolly Parton. They had fucking cheerleaders with the pom-poms, nigga, the
crazy.
lights, the smoke, the fire, nigga. They gave this nigga like an igloo. They gave that nigga like a cardboard igloo to walk out on. And Urban Wyatt, this fucking bloody fucking legend. Did you see him behind him? Everybody was talking about him. He had a free Rio shirt on. And I'm like, what in the living hell? When he came out, I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching right now. I'm watching Jack Harlow and Urban Wyatt perform halftime of the Thanksgiving fucking game on a fucking cardboard igloo. And then he just walks to the back. I'm like, okay, whatever. But the song is fire. I think it's good. And it's going to go crazy. I'm interested to see on if this new album, if he's going to continue this, I just want to keep making hit shit, or if he's going to go back to maybe that, what he calls niche Jack, and make some shit that's really good quality, like Loose, like Confetti. But I doubt it right now because this song has the white boy winner looking crazy, Trey. There's this guy with a Rubik's Cube on TikTok. You ever seen him?
Yeah.
He like corny as fuck. But
You think Jack Harlow's gonna be like a Machine Gun Kelly?
I think Jack Harlow's gonna be like a what?
A Machine Gun Kelly.
What you mean by that? What does it mean to be a Machine Gun Kelly to you?
Like one of those white rappers that eventually this falls off.
Nah, Jack's here to stay. Because Jack's multifaceted. He's not a one-trick pony. He can rap, and then he can also make hits. And then he can also hop on anybody else's song, and you feel me? And he's got too many connections already. He's already too huge to be a Machine Gun Kelly. Like Machine Gun Kelly, he has songs bigger right now than Machine Gun Kelly's ever dropped. What's Machine Gun Kelly's biggest song? Wild Boy?
Yeah, Wild Boy.
Jack Harlow got First Class, What's Poppin', Industry Baby. That new song, Lovin' on Me, already is going crazy. Like, Jack got songs that are, huge as fuck already. So
think Jack's
he's
gonna
got
one of the best white rappers.
I've already said Jack Harlow's going to be the next Drake.
I said white rappers.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be the best white rapper, aside from maybe Eminem. I don't think he'll ever pass up what Eminem did. Eminem's, like, still to this day the biggest rapper of all time. I don't know if anyone knows that or recognizes it. Eminem is the biggest rapper to ever exist.
And he got a crazy fan.
That nigga sold like over 1 million multiple times on an album. Think about that. We're over talking about YB selling 35K. We're over talking about if he'll ever sell over 100K again. Because that would be great for him, right? And Eminem sold 1.7 million copies in 1 week on an album before. That's crazy. That would be that 100K we're talking about, which would be great for Youngboy, as popular as he is. He's only done it once in his career. He did on Sincerely Control, or maybe twice. I think he did it on Top too. But he sold like 157K with Sincerely Control. And that was only because he had been locked up and everybody wanted to hear from him. But like, take that 100K we're talking about times 17. That's how big that nigga Eminem was. Eminem was gigantic in his heyday. And I think Jack could eclipse that, but it's all up to him. Does he want to keep on being fucking a darling and make these cheesy ass corny hits for white women, or does he want to hop into his rap bag and actually start going crazy on niggas and finding a way to make hits with it too? Because that's what makes Drake Drake, and that's what I think Jack Harlow has the capability to do. He just hasn't shown it yet, but he can make fire hits. He did it with What's Poppin'. He did it with Tyler Herro. He's got songs where he's rapping his dick off, going crazy, and they're hard, and they still become hits. He kind of stopped doing that, and now he's trying to appeal to the white women. And if he wants to keep doing that, he'll be fucking Rico Suave. If he wants to fucking be like a Drake or an Eminem, like I think he can be, he's going to have to start making hits that niggas like too. Because all his hits right now, niggas are not rocking with it. That Lovin' On Me song, niggas are not rocking with it.
So you fuck with Drake, how Drake's talking his shit in his songs?
Hell yeah.
Stop making like this Loverboy type of music.
Hell, I like the Loverboy shit too. I think I like the balance. That's what Drake.
Yeah.
That's what Jack has. That's what I'm saying. You have to be like that big. That's why I think Jack could take Drake's spot at the top because he could. Jack can at his best. Jack appeals to niggas too when he's making. Like I said, when he's rapping, he appeals to niggas. What's popping? Niggas like that shit. So he can appeal to niggas. He can appeal to children. Children can listen to him. He has a lot of songs with no cuss words and a lot of songs that are easy on kids. He can appeal to adults. Old people love him. He's fucking. He's got the charm little whatever white America loves that, whatever the fuck that shit is. That's what Drake is. That's how Drake got to where he is because he appeals to everybody. That's what Jack could do.
Oh, then Jack can get on Drake's level though.
I don't think he can.
I don't think
he
could. I don't think he will.
I agree. That's exactly how I feel. That's what I was about to say. I think he has the ability to, but I think right now he's trying too hard to.
Yeah.
Jack was making his best music when he wasn't trying to make hits, when he was just making good music. And he was drinking and shit back then too. I think we talked about that on the last episode too. Yeah. But yeah, it's like when you're at your best when you're not trying to make a hit. Stop trying to make hits and just make good music, and it's gonna be hits anyway. That's What's Poppin'. I don't think he made What's Poppin' in the studio and said, "I'm trying to make a hit."
Yeah,
he was just rapping as good as he could over the beat, and it turned into a fucking hit organically. That's how the best music becomes
that's how
hits.
The best music comes. Yeah.
So yeah, but I think Jack. That's the Jack conversation. That's all for New Music Friday. Unless you want to talk about Rick Ross and Meek Mill's album that no one really gave a fuck about. Now, it sold about 30K too, and some people were talking about saying that, oh, this is what they fell off, and it's like, do you think Rick Ross and Meek both, Rick Ross especially, I think everybody knows this, but I think Meek's a legacy artist now. I don't think he's still like actively trying to compete with these niggas.
Yeah, he just probably just dropped once in a while.
He's just like a legend now. Yeah. I think he's just crossed over into the upper echelon of like, he's in the last era now. You feel me? I don't think it's Meek's time no more. He need to stop trying to make it like that his time. Like him, I didn't like him making the music with Durk and Baby. It was alright on his last album.
We're not Meek specifically, but do you think these niggas be like, ain't Drake still, like the older rappers, like, ain't Drake still making hits?
I wonder how they feel about that shit because that nigga is. Like, now that you say that, it is crazy to think about how, like, I'm over here talking about Meek's a legacy artist. Drake should be a legacy artist, and he's still right here with these niggas, like, making heaters,
That's
too.
what I'm saying. These niggas still be like, dang, Drake still.
It's like LeBron. It's like D-Wade's retired, Carmelo's retired, Chris Paul's going to retire soon, and they're all probably sitting like, damn, this nigga LeBron still averaging 20, nigga, like 20 and 10.
Looking like the MVP out here.
Yeah, this nigga's still in the MVP conversation, nigga. How the fuck is he doing it? So, but I don't know. I hope they look at it more as like
just feel happy for
appreciate
that.
it. Appreciate that you're watching it happen too, because it's like I feel that way about LeBron. As much as I always say, I think him days ago, I think LeBron's the GOAT of our generation, and that we need to appreciate while we get to watch this nigga. You feel me? Because LeBron, just the first name, like we gonna tell our kids about that nigga LeBron. Like Drake too. Drake's like breaking every record in the book. Like we're watching greatness. For all the dogs, that's why I hate when niggas take shit for granted. Like, for all the dogs dropped, and niggas were waiting to say it was ass. They barely even listened to it. I heard it off my first listen. I started texting all my niggas saying, Drake did it, bro. Drake did it, bro. This album's the one. I thought niggas were going to go crazy off that shit because it's hard as I still listen to it to this day. It's probably, not going to lie, like on some actual genuine shit. It's been a little bit over a month since that album dropped. It's probably my favorite Drake album ever. I think I like it more than Nothing Was the Same. I think I like it more than Take Care. I don't know if I'm losing my shit, dude. I don't know if I'm losing my fucking mind because everybody else doesn't like it that much or they hate it. But
how he's
genuinely, he's rapping his ass off. Look, I'm going to back this up to my argument right now. And just so people know, I actually love this fucking album, nigga. Tried Our Best, Bahamas Promises, Members Only. Those are like sentimental Drake at his best. You get Fear of Heights, First Person Shooter, and Daylight. That's hard Drake at his best. You get so many different. Another Late Night is an amazing song with Yachty. I could go on to the whole, like the entire fucking album is hard as fuck.
That's
Tizo
how-
Touchdown went crazy on 7969 Santa and Amen. The intro, Virginia Beach, is absolutely stellar. The first half of Calling for You when he's on the drill beat, it's just so fucking hard. It's insane.
That's how you know Drake's better than Kanye.
At what?
Rapping.
Huh? Now, honestly though, Drake is a better rapper than Kanye West. Drake can rap better than Kanye, but that don't mean you make better albums. That don't mean you're a better rap artist, because being a rap artist comes with more than just rapping. Kanye was making beats too and producing, helping all production on his albums. And Drake, I just said For All the Dogs is probably my favorite Drake album. I know it's still, I keep on saying probably.
But you think
because
Kanye
I'm scared that I'm
can drop
going to,
an album-
huh?
Kanye can drop an album better than all the dogs?
He has 8 albums out right now better than For All the Dogs.
I'm talking about right now at this time.
Yes. Yes. Are you serious? Are you doubting Kanye? That's the nigga that he was 3 generations ago. He's still here. Look, we talking about Drake and how he was with the last era with Meek and them, and he's still here right now, and Meek's probably more of a legacy artist. Nigga, Kanye was there when Jay-Z was in his prime. Prime Jay-Z, are you serious? Kanye was there when Outkast was rapping. That's when Kanye was like, Kanye is still here too with the new niggas. That's crazy.
Now with his trolling.
Yeah, I know you was. He's with the new niggas, and he's been there longer than Drake. It's absolutely insane. But let's move on. New music. We had so much new music to cover. We just covered, Trey. Isn't that crazy?
You had that Dirk song?
Smirk Carter?
Yeah, Smirk
Did you
Carter.
like it?
Yeah, I feel like he would. I like how he came on it.
I do too. How you feel about Dirk still rap? Like, when do you think Dirk will ever stop rapping about the trenches?
Or maybe
You think he's gonna stay on that street shit forever? Because Smirk Carter, I don't know if he was trying to be like Wayne or Jay-Z. I think Wayne, right?
yeah, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z? I don't know. I thought Wayne, but
I think it was Jay-Z for real.
yeah, I don't. They're both Carter, so I don't know. But whichever one, regardless, both of those artists are guys that like matured in the stuff they talk about and rap about. Even though Wayne still throws in a pussy bar, he still throws in a shooter bar. His pen got like mature. I wonder if Dirk's ever gonna like do that, or if he's gonna stay making shit that niggas in Chirac want to hear.
But maybe he just got a lot of shit on his mind.
Dirk's another artist. Look, I keep talking about with YB. Dirk's an artist that he's gonna have to pick. Do you want to keep doing shit for the niggas in your city and Chirac and pleasing them, or do you want to make sure that appeals to the world? Because Dirk can make hits. Dirk
I
got the
feel like
capability
Dirk
to make hits
got more potential than YB.
easily because he appeals to more people. That's
I
what I'm
said
trying to tell
he
you.
can.
YB's potential is maximized at the streets. He can have the whole streets. His potential, he's already hit it to me. I don't think he's going higher than where he got. Like 2019, 2020, that was peak YB to me. I don't think he's ever gonna get that peak again. He had niggas like, I couldn't go outside without a nigga playing YB. When I was in high school in 2016, 2020, I couldn't go to school without hearing YB. I couldn't go nowhere without hearing YB. It was every nigga I knew. Every nigga I knew was about, and I mean nigga like nigga. Like a nigga. You feel me? Like a nigga. You know what I mean?
But
Like niggas was
you
about
barely
YB.
hear white bitches playing YB.
Never. And they're never going to because he's too much. That's what I'm saying. You got to understand why. That's why some old niggas are never going to say LeBron's better than Jordan because he's not as good of a scorer. He doesn't take over games the same way MJ did. And you got to understand that. At least you can't say, oh, no, they just ain't giving him a chance. They just ain't giving LeBron a chance when they say that about MJ. You got to know some niggas really don't like YB, and it ain't like they ain't hating on it. Some niggas, you're right, though. Some niggas do just be like,
They don't give him a
they don't give him a
listen.
chance. They don't even give it a listen. They don't even give it a chance because they hate the way his fans are. But majority of people, I think, that don't like YB, as long as it's not excessive hate, I think the niggas that are like, he's the worst artist of all time, those are the niggas you're talking about.
Yeah.
But niggas that are just like, I can't listen to it, I think that they're dead ass serious because I was like that about a lot of his shit for a long time. I still give it a chance every time he drops. Even with Decided To, I turned it on. I swear to God, I hated it. Like, first song, I'm dead serious, no bias shit. I listened to it, then I texted you the night it dropped.
I didn't feel like it was bad, bro.
It was the first song. I don't know what it was called, but it was so bad. All right. But anyway, that was a hefty New Music Friday. Moving on. Lil Yachty. Now, this motherfucker Lil Yachty, dude. The MVP of 2023 to me, right now in terms of music, he dropped a top 3 album of the year contender to me, and he dropped some amazing singles. But I don't know if it's him being around Drake. I don't know what it is. I think he's getting a little bit too comfortable in his skin, and he's saying some stuff
You talking
that's
about
just like,
the interview with Academics?
that's one. Yes, that's one. That's one. I'm gonna talk about a few things he's been saying, right?
Yeah.
But so this is what he says on New Music and Hip Hop, and it's just his opinion. I respect it, But I don't know if it's his honest opinion because I'm going to connect these two quotes he has, right? So in one interview, he says, hip-hop is in a terrible place. The state of hip-hop right now is a lot of imitation. It's a lot of quick, low-quality music being put out. It's a lot less risk-taking. It's a lot less originality. People are too safe now. Everyone is so safe. I'd rather take the risk than take the L. Is he right on that? How do you feel about that?
I feel like everybody should feel like that. But is he really taking
Everybody should feel like what?
That they shouldn't really care what anybody thinks. They should just
he's saying that he
be themselves.
He's saying that he looks around at hip hop right now and he sees a lot of people, that are faking that the quality of music is lower, and that niggas aren't making quality music, right? And then I go to his academics.
But I feel like people are making, like,
I agree with him. No, I agree with him wholeheartedly, and I'm about to explain. I'm about to break down my whole thing here. Trey, you're gonna be
like the music was like banging, like
early 2010s, nigga Drake, Ye, Wayne, when them niggas were like hitting.
They had like real radio bangers, like songs that people listen to like forever. Like now it's just like there's people rapping on a beat.
TikTok hits now, but let me tell you, that's why it interests me so much that in the academics interview, academic starts talking about certain artists trying to get on and trying to pop off, and Yachty says, if you're hard, you're gonna pop off. He says that's how it works. And academics and the nigga Mitch next to Yachty is trying to tell him, no, nigga, there's a lot of niggas that are cold as fuck that'll never pop off because it's not just about how good your music is. A fan had called in or texted in to ask him a question on the podcast saying, and he said, I've dropped a mixtape every month for 11 months. My shit's hard as fuck. It's really good, but it's not going. What do I need to do to get it go? And Yachty was like, you need to reconsider if your shit's actually good because if it's hard, it'll go. So if you're saying that if it's hard, it'll go, how can you say that in one breath and then also say the shit that's going right now is weak? In imitation. How does imitation what's popping off if that's... How are you going to say the good shit's popping off and then say the shit that's on right now is not good? It's like, I feel like a lot of what Yachty's been saying has been performative right now, and the reason he's wrong when he says that is because back then, you had a better chance to get on if you had the talent. Like, Kendrick Lamar would not pop off today. If Kendrick Lamar, in the time he popped off, started making music right now and putting his shit out, as great as it is, as amazing as it is, we would never hear about it because you only get on right now if they let you in. That's the only way you get on.
That's the only way.
There's gatekeepers now for real, and you ain't getting on. And look at the artists right now; they're all like little characters. Who's the last conscious rapper that popped off in the mainstream? Corday. He ain't even that mainstream. They don't even like. No one's putting a budget behind real artists no more.
No one's niggas they can control, bro.
Look at who we got: Sexy Red, Ice Spice, Yeet.
They can control them.
Young. It's like, but they're like character. Like they're not even like. There's no one that's actually themselves now. I get what he's saying about the imitation. That's why I said I agree with the first statement. I don't agree with him saying that if you're popping, you're getting on right now, no matter what.
I can see why Youngboy popped off.
I can see why a lot of niggas pop off. I'm not saying that the niggas that pop off don't deserve it because every art is subjective and all of it's talented. Like even Sexy Red, it's not my thing. But when I hear it, I'm like, okay, I get why she popped off. It's catchy, girls. It fits the what up ratchet bitches, right?
But yeah, think about these niggas, bro.
But there's so many artists better than Sexy Red and better than Ice Spice that are never gonna get on because they're not putting them in front of our faces.
All right, Sexy Red and Ice Spice popped off.
Yeah.
I don't know where you feel me?
Yes.
But you look at Kodak, Youngboy, Dirk, they've been rapping since they was little kids.
Who's this? Sexy Red and Ice Spice might have been rapping since they was little kids. Like we might not. We just didn't see the come up. Like I tell people that about Jack all the time. People think Jack Harlow's like an industry plant. If you were from Louisville and you like was here like while he was here, you know that nigga actually is not an industry plant. He was fucking doing shows for 10 people at a time, passing out CDs and shit. Like you feel me? Niggas don't come out of nowhere. I'm not trying to discredit anybody getting on. Everybody that gets on deserves to because that's what they've been put here to do. That's by God, that's what they're fucking doing, right? But I'm just saying there's a lot of great quality music that's not getting put up there right now, and it's not because they're not talented enough. It's because they're not being picked up by someone that can put them in front of our faces and put money behind them on a TikTok and put money behind them on a Instagram post and all that shit and put them on World Star and show them to this label and show them to this A&R. A&R's got to find you is what I'm saying.
It's all about the people you know for real.
It's all about the people you know now. And at one point in time, it was half about the people you know, half about your talent. Mm-hmm. And that's why there wasn't, like, name weak artists that were popping off in the 2000s, early 2010s. The trap artists we got out the 2010s, nigga, is Future, Travis Scott, and Young Thug. Like, them niggas are top tier and they're still top tier.
But I feel like
Not everything that's on right now is top tier no more.
I feel like everybody should. Like, you really want to be an artist, you just have to be yourself. Try to be something different. Because everybody's starting to sound almost the same, you feel me?
That's why I'm kind of like, I don't know how to feel about the Sexy Red shit. Some people think that she's just being her. You see the new shit I don't know. We gotta talk. We have to have a conversation about this bitch. But here's my thing. I don't like that term no more, industry plant, because I've come to learn, like I'm basically saying, they're all industry plants if that's your definition. Like, people that aren't from where we're from think Jack Harlow's an industry plant, right? Because they popped out of nowhere to them. But like, if you say,
Stacey Red's probably really like that, but
what do you think makes someone an industry plant?
Like, Stacey Red's like that, you feel me? She probably really like that, like a ratchet girl, you feel me?
Yeah, no, she definitely is. It don't feel like a game, you know?
But I'm just saying, they just letting her be popular because she's like that.
Now, what do you mean by industry plant, though? Is that what you mean by industry plant?
Yeah.
Now, name one artist right now that's on that isn't where they're at because the labels aren't letting them do that. Like, Lil Durk's still rapping about the trenches and shit that could get him put in jail because the labels are letting him do that. Like, if you want to use that definition, everybody in the game right now is an industry plant. That's what I'm saying right now, though, is like, it's 100% about who knows you and who you know now. Yeah. It's not about how good you are in music no more. That doesn't mean that you won't pop off if you, that doesn't mean that you can pop off, that everybody that pops off won't be good at music. There's still some niggas that pop off that are great. Most of them are. Like, because they appeal to someone, and the reason they was found by people at the top is because they saw something in them. Like, you feel me? So it's like, but I think that's the reason why.
How about that little kid that be rapping?
The little street nigga?
What's his name? Lil RT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even want to. It's hard for me to start talking about that shit because it gets into how people raise their children, and it's just like, bro, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And you can't tell no one how to raise their kids, so that's why it's such a touchy subject. Yeah. You feel me? You can only give your opinion and just say you think someone's doing a horrible job, but it's like it's never your place to say that about someone and the way they're parenting. And who knows? Maybe the kid grows up and he actually loves that his parents let him do that shit. Maybe it ends up great for him. Maybe he makes a career out of it. Who fucking knows? You feel me? So we'll fight. Like Lil Tay, you know, Lil Tay made a comeback.
Who's that?
I'm rich as fuck. You motherfuckers ain't fucking with me. The little white girl. She made a comeback, and people thought she died. There was R.I.P. Lil Tay.
Yeah.
You remember this?
Death,
yeah. And now I'm like, she's just popping on TikTok, popping her shit, playing the guitar, doing all kind of shit. I'm like, all right. I mean, I guess this is the clout era. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's like everybody at the top is like clouded. It's like
that's why everybody making TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Everything's watered down because TikTok is like the main thing that's driving all this shit. And TikTok is just clips, so it's all about the catchy clips you can make. Like Jack Harlow, the new song, the reason it's popping off is because I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. And white boys love to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you could say that in a TikTok clip.
See, I want to go back to 2010 where, like, Run This Town, like when they had, like, a female artist sing the chorus.
Yes. And Love the Way You Lie.
Yeah, hard shit like that, right?
Yeah. Nigga, that shit. That was the time, nigga.
Day and
that
night.
was the time where it was about the music. It was about the music. Like,
the quality of the music.
That's what I tell everybody.
Everything.
Like, the same way that get my goddamn chapstick. Sometimes niggas get dry lips. You know what I mean? The same way we hear old niggas, right? And old niggas say that new shit's weak, and like niggas will never know about the 60s or the 80s or the 70s. Niggas will never know about that, or the 90s and Biggie and Tupac. For me, that's always, I'ma always point to the early 2010s when they dropped. Really, the time was like, or late 2000s too. Like when Kanye, Eminem, Wayne, and Drake dropped Forever. That was like the moment in time. Like
they got Beyonce, Rihanna, like all them.
Yeah, that was the center. Yeah. That was the center of like, that's the era for me that I'ma always say like that was the peak of music.
Like real collabs.
That was the best mix of what's going on right now and the old shit. It was like a perfect mix of it. Like. Yeah. Perfect mix of old school rap, like niggas actually rapping, and then like new school sounds and melodies and shit.
2010 probably the best music. I mean,
nigga, that's when Drake was making headlines.
Yeah.
That's when Wayne was making like
mixtapes, everything, bro.
The Carter 4. Nigga, yeah, the early 2010s was just
Beyonce,
different. Beyonce, Rihanna, and then that's the trap era where you got like Dirty Sprite 2 from Future, and you got Thug popped off.
Thug popped off,
That was like, that was the best era of trap, too. Nigga, that was Rich Homie Quan, that was that nigga, too. Oh man,
Yeah.
that was the time right there.
That
I'm
was
telling
the time,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, now the shit. But that's the thing. I don't like to. Cause like I always say, music's subjective. I was talking to someone the other day. I was like, the same way I used to look at Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, J Rock, Ab Soul. That's like they're all on a label called TDE, and J Cole and Isaiah Rashad and Dreamville people like artists I grew up on, and I was dying on every time they dropped the album. I was on the fucking Reddit forums, nigga. I used to be on this website. They'll like this if they're watching this. I used to be on this blog website called KanyeToThee.com. Nigga, every Friday, nigga, we was all blogging and shit. Niggas was rating on the drops, trying to find every fucking. And for the same way we was like that for us, someone like that is growing up right now, and Yeet is like that for them. Like the same way Kendrick was for me, where I was on, fuck, I need Kendrick. They're like that for Yeet now. It's like it's just a new, but
the music's hard now, for real.
It's hard. No, it's still good. It's just different.
It's
just different, and it's gonna appeal to a different audience of people. That's why there's a great chance that the shit we're talking about is just a bunch of baloney, and that everybody that's popping off right now is just as hard as the past artists. I just truthfully think that the stuff that's good to the new generation is not as good as what nigga. When I was 10 and 11 years old, I was listening to Kendrick, J. Cole, and Kanye. Think about the kind of shit they talk about and the kind of music they make. And then think about a kid right now that's growing up listening to Yeet, NBA Youngboy, and Lil Baby. Like, think about how that kid's mind's gonna work compared to like how my mom was working. I feel like my generation might be the last of the normal people because these little girls are growing. Like my generation, they had Nicki Minaj, and that made them like that was like enough for them. But girls were still like in their right mind. Mm-hmm. Now they got Sexy Red. It's like it's getting more ratchet and ratchet by the day. It's getting more street and street by the day. It's getting more. But maybe, I don't know, do you feel like the music is a result of the culture and the way the culture is, or is the culture a result of the music and the way the music impacts it? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, for like the people who got control on the music, it's like the people that's really popping.
Yeah.
So they're probably just rapping about the way they live.
Yeah, so you think the culture comes first? You think that the music is made off the culture, but it's like a cycle because the music.
The people who's gonna listen to the music.
The music goes back in, bro. It's like a cycle.
So like,
but where does the cycle? That's why I say it's gatekeepers, because where does the cycle start? It starts with what's being shown to us.
Yeah, what's being shown.
You feel me? And that's all that's being shown to us is that shit. It's like the cycle starts when they start putting crazier shit in front of our faces, and now we got Sexy Red doing a music video in a prison. Did you see it?
I seen the
with the nigga swinging off the.
Yeah.
And she's pregnant, screaming, "Free my dead baby daddy." We're telling little girls it's cool to be pregnant with your baby daddy in jail, screaming, "Free him." We're showing little girls that it's like a flex.
Cool to be that,
like that's a flex. What in the fuck is going on? You feel me? Nicki Minaj was like, I thought Nicki Minaj was like a bad influence at the time. But looking back on it, she was fine. She was
fine, yeah.
She was straight, you feel me? My Anaconda Don't, I was like, oh my God, she's horrible for girls. She was just a little, sexy in the draws.
Now Sexy Red's overboard,
Sexy Red is like Satan.
Satan, bro.
Sexy Red is Satan, dog. Has anyone? But I don't know if anyone's paying attention. It's like everyone's just lolly lolly. Oh, sex tape leaked. Oh, here we go.
Females really
talking more about it. Drake did a song where we're all good. Everything's all good. Rich baby daddy. She got songs. Rich baby daddy. Ski Yeet. We like.
Females.
My coochie pink, my booty hole brown, and now songs about free my baby daddy, and I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
And we're just letting it go. No one's saying nothing. Bruh. Just letting her be popping.
But females really, like, they really think that's okay. You feel me? Like,
think what's okay?
What Sexy Red is doing?
I'm not putting that on all females. I'm not putting that on them. I do not think females think it's okay. That it's okay to be screaming "free my baby daddy" and be proud about it while you're pregnant with a nigga after screaming "fuck him" for months. She was screaming "fuck my baby daddy." She was screaming "fuck my baby daddy" for weeks. Screaming "fuck my baby daddy" for weeks. All of a sudden she's screaming "free my baby daddy," and she's actually pregnant with an actual child. And women think that's okay?
Do most females I talk to?
I refuse. I'm not putting that on women. But no way they think that's okay.
The Blueface and what was his ex-girlfriend's name?
Krishan Rock.
Most females I talk to, they're like, bro, I hate Blueface. He did her dirty.
No.
And I'll be like, bro, that's really
way. That's most
right.
of them, though.
Bruh,
that's not most girls, though. That's the girls you talking to.
I talk to, yeah.
Because I got a sister in Cincinnati. She was on the same shit. She was telling me, I don't know if she was like picking either side, but she's real into that, and she actually buys into it. Like
on Krishan Rock.
Krishan, bro.
I was like, no,
I'm not putting that on all girls, bro. I think majority.
Bro,
I think if you take all, it's the same thing we're talking about when you say Youngboy is biggest.
It's
over, like it's
bro.
the streets.
It's over for
the
females,
streets
bro.
are saying that about Krishan Rock. I'm not putting. I don't think all females think that what Krishan Rock does is okay. I don't think that.
I don't think most. Doing,
I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think most females think that what Krishan Rock's doing is okay.
50%.
I don't think most females think that what Sexy Red is doing okay.
70%.
Fuck no. 70%.
Well, I'm telling you,
I need some ladies to back me up on this. I need to know who actually thinks it's okay for Sexy Red to.
But they think
flex
it's okay to
screaming
have
free my baby daddy after screaming fuck him, a guy that you're obviously at odds with at times, probably in a very toxic relationship with, and you're not married to him, and having a baby in your stomach. That's what I think people are losing sight of. That's a real kid in her stomach. While she's doing this music video screaming free my baby daddy, that kid's gonna grow up and see that shit. That nigga's gonna see her swinging with some niggas behind her. He's gonna see she had a sex tape come out around the same time, maybe with a nigga that's not her dad, his dad. Like, this is like real life shit some people are gonna actually have to like deal with, and we're just like, well, she's being her. If this is her being her, we have to change her. We can't let this be. No, if anyone cares about her, why are we doing that? Why are we even letting her do this?
For real, these are the type of niggas that we should be trying to cancel for real. And I don't even agree on canceling.
I agree. I agree.
If
like,
we did have to cancel anybody, it would be.
I don't think, because again, I don't think canceling any artist.
It's okay.
Yeah,
everybody got the freedom of speech.
It's all about just giving us the other side. They're giving us Sexy Reds and Glorilla's left. Like, Glorilla's hard as fuck to me musically, but she's not a good influence on girls and shit. You feel me? She's a better influence.
Yeah, she ain't bad as Sexy Red though.
Fuck no, not even. No one's bad as. That's what Sexy Red is a new. Sexy Red is a new pinnacle of thoughtness, of ratchet. We have never seen.
Glorilla's not that bad.
We have never seen the ratchets,
the
ratchetness of this extreme. This is like Ratchet 3000 bazillion. This is like Satan. I'm telling you, this is literally Satan embodied. Sexy red hair, like all about sex. She has no song that I've heard that is not about sex.
And I can't believe
shake your dread. It's about fucking niggas, sex. Shake that ass.
Fucking nigga sex. Same thing.
And it's like, I thought it was getting bad when the City Girls came out. I'm like, okay, these City Girls, okay, they're having fun, but like, there's a line, you feel me? When you start talking about, like, the line honestly should be way before where it is, but there needs to be a fine line where even label execs are like, we have to have some sense of fucking humanity, dog. Fuck all the money we can make out of this bitch. Can we not make some money giving people a lyrical woman?
But she gonna fuck up the whole generation.
Where is the lyrical woman artist?
Where the Nicki Minaj's at, man?
Where are they at? They ain't giving us none. They ain't giving us none of the other side.
How you feel about Cardi B though?
Cardi B's hard, but bad influence. Even Nicki Minaj is a bad influence. To be honest, Nicki Minaj isn't like. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Nicki Minaj is a good influence. She's like. But comparatively, she is. But the scale is horrible. It's like awful. There's no my scale. Like Lauryn Hill is what you know. Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill was rapping about real shit and making hits. No females on that no more. No female is rapping about good morally. Nicki Minaj is still dropping songs. Nicki Minaj still getting her body done, dropping songs about bodies.
But I feel like Sexy Red is gonna be like,
and they're just having fun. Don't get me wrong, but there has to be two sides. There has to be duality, and they give us no conscious females.
I think 6 months from now, Sexy Red. We ain't gonna hear from Sexy Red, bro.
I disagree, dude. I think she's too polarizing, dude. I think you see the
like
way we're talking about her right now.
Pump.
I think everybody has such an opinion on her. I think she's gonna keep going, dude. I think she's dead ass one of the leaders of the new generation. As sad as it is, I think that's the route it's going, bro. That's the route it's going. They're giving the keys to the new generation to people that are not giving kids good stuff to talk about.
That's the worst type of people to give the influence.
And that's not to say like we grew up. There was some shit, right? Like all I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. There was niggas that was doing that, nigga. But there was also Kendrick, Cole, Kanye. There was niggas that were gonna give you the other side. They are not giving women that. That like I feel bad for little girls right now. They have nobody, nothing. They have the Jenners, the Kardashians, Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj, and Ice Spice. That's who little girls have right now. Like it's so fucking sad.
But most females that listen to her are really trying to live that
like
type
her?
of way. Yeah,
yeah. That's the part that's sad. Like I feel like especially with the new generation, they're super susceptible to like influence. Like There'll be like the dudes too. The dudes are going down a shitty path too, because they're susceptible to influence too. And the only thing they're giving the dudes for real is that bullshit too. Like I said, who's the last conscious rapper that blew up in the mainstream? Like Kendrick Lamar might dead ass be the last really, really big conscious rapper we ever see in our entire lives, because they're not letting no other conscious rapper in. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I ain't the type of nigga that's gonna sit here and say, "Oh, they're deliberately choosing bad influences to fuck the world up." But I think that they're selling out by saying, "Hey, the bad influences shit is easier because
for sexual rate, that's what they doing.
It's easier to snap and to pull out like a sexual instincts out of little kids than it is to get to make their mind think about something bigger than that. Like it's way easier to get money out of them just making them dance and twerk and scream sexy shit than it is to like make them do something as unnatural as actually applying thought to like real world circumstances, which they are not doing. Like I'm telling you, if I had a daughter right now, I'm scared as fuck. I have to find something.
But
she can't go out. She has Ice Spice, Sexy Red, and Glorilla. That's what we get now. Coi Leray.
But think about it. You know these kids not gonna listen to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
They's gonna listen to rap music. So that's how they really pushing.
That's the whole culture right now, though, bro. It's like I'm telling you, we have to let more conscious artists into the mainstream, because like there's never gonna be a time. Hip hop was built on the streets. There's never gonna be a time in which hip hop is not talking about streets, not talking about partying, not talking about sex. There's never gonna be a time in which hip hop is not talking about that. But we can never lose the storytelling side of shit and the real side of real life shit that is being lost. And I get storytelling in the streets exists, but like I said, the streets is the 15 to 20% of the world. We have to stop getting a lot, because it you know what it's causing too? It's causing a lot of niggas that aren't from that life to think they're from that life and start fucking their own life up because they're listening to the music and think, oh, I have to. You know Michael Irvin, the football player? You ever heard of him? He played for the Cowboys in like the 90s and the 80s. He talked about his son. He said, my son's name is Ernest Irvin or some shit like that. But he calls himself Tut Tarantino. He's a rapper. And his daddy was one of the best football players of all time. He grew up rich as fuck, a white picket fence and everything. And Michael Irvin was exposing him, saying he raps about the most grimiest shit ever. And I'm like, that's what it's doing. That's what the trap, that's what all that being shown to us being that shit is doing to people. It's like making people think that it's that life or nothing. Like, wow, am I living if I ain't living to get rich, nigga? You feel me? I'm living in the streets to get. It's just stupid.
How you feel about John Morant?
How do I feel about John Morant? He's a perfect example of a result of the music being like that.
Yeah,
Perfect example.
We say that's what we remember.
Because he's like he's not from all that. You feel me? But he wants to be so bad, and it's like that's what happens when you're susceptible to influence. I like a lot of street shit, but I'm not susceptible to influence. I'm not gonna listen to ESTG fucking rap about selling fentanyl to people and killing niggas and killing them in front of their fucking daughters and think, oh, I need to go outside and kill somebody for my, like, if that nigga gets arrested right now, I'm sleeping well at night. I don't give a flying fuck. Like, because he deserves it. Like, if these niggas are doing that in real life, cool. But you should take the music for art. But most kids aren't going to take it for art. Kids are going to live by it.
What do you think these niggas really doing in real life?
Who are we talking about?
Is any rapper that we talking about that straight?
Are you not seeing the Ricos? Are you not seeing niggas get arrested? Fuck yeah, niggas are doing it in real life. And they're dumb as fuck for it, but a lot of them are getting so much help, especially around their labels. I won't name any names, but I know there's rappers that get help from their labels to cover up all the fucking criminal activity they do. And that's cool and all. You're going to have to deal with the repercussions one day. Maybe, maybe not. If they don't, cool. God didn't intend it for you. But they know that's what comes with that. All the street niggas know it's what comes with that. I don't blame the street niggas for rapping about their life and rapping about them. They're not the culprit. It's the people putting only them in front of us. That's the problem, you feel me? It's fucked. But speaking of music and street niggas, the one street nigga I spoke on earlier that sold close to 100K that after snitching, Gunna. The Grammy nominations have come out, and we'll do our whole Grammy predictions closer to Grammy time. Grammys are in February, but they announced all the nominations. And Gunna does not get one nomination. After the year he just had, one of the biggest songs in the world, regardless of genre, solo, no feature by himself, coming out of jail. For him to not be nominated, to me, is the biggest snub since, I don't know how long ago. Maybe since, I don't know, dude. But that shit's fucking ridiculous, and I got a bone to pick with the Grammys for that. He deserved a Grammy for Fuck You Mean. He deserved a Grammy for multiple other songs on that album.
But you know why they probably not getting him a Grammy?
Why?
Because they probably don't get a lot of backlash. Because, like, but he didn't technically snitch, but he snitched.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like, should the Grammys really give a fuck about external shit like that? If they do, why would they put Travis Scott on there? He just had people die at his concert. There's gonna be people that are like, "Why is Travis Scott nominated? He's a fucked up person." Like, you could do that about anything right now. The world's so sensitive. You can apply that to any of these artists. Like, to not put Gunna on there to me is just like how they let him get a top 10 record by himself solo? How the label push it hard enough to do that? Like, I don't think snitching helped him really to me. It made him more appealable to the other side of people. He's not going to be rapping about the streets as much. But yeah, Gunna not being nominated for a Grammy is like fucking ludicrous. Are you serious? No one deserves it more than Gunna for this year. Maybe Yachty. I think Yachty deserves a Grammy or two for what he's done this year. But Gunna?
Who they got up there?
For album of the year, it was Killer Mike's Michael, Her Loss by Drake and 21, Metro Boomin's Heroes and Villains, Travis Scott's Utopia, and Nas King Disease 3. So I think Travis Scott's Utopia is going to take it. Travis Scott's due for one. It's been a few years he's been nominated. He still hasn't won one. He should have, arguably he should have won. There was one year Cardi B won it, and I understand why, because every song on that album is platinum. That does never happen, like where every song on an album is at least platinum. 2 of them are diamond, I think. So I understand why she won it. But that year, Travis was nominated with Astroworld, which is a huge album. You know that album?
Yeah.
A lot of people love that album, and it was huge. Thought it deserved the Grammy. I thought it could have won, but there's a couple albums that year that could have won the Grammy over Cardi B if we're going off quality, in my opinion. But I think this is the year Travis takes the Grammy for Utopia. If not, I wouldn't be mad if they give it to Metro because he made a great album, but he's a producer. It'd be weird giving an album of the year to a producer, you feel me? It'd be like DJ Khaled winning album of the year.
He never won that one? No.
I don't think so. No, he was nominated for God Did. God Did. Anyway, next topic. Almost close to wrapping up here. Oh, shit. This last topic I got here. We got someone to talk about, bro.
Who?
Diddy. You been seeing what's going on with Diddy? Man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of shit going on with Diddy, bro. I don't even know where to start. A lot more stuff is coming out. And it's honestly, by the time this video comes out, it might be more. There's so many people coming forward with stories. And it's another one of the situations to me where at one point I put my hands up and I'm like, I'm not even going to judge the rest of these scenarios coming out because I don't know who's being serious. Because once a celebrity starts getting allegations put on them about stuff, multiple people just come out trying to get money out of it. And they're like, oh, he did this to me in 1985. Oh, Diddy did this to me in 1994. Like, where was you the last blah, blah, blah years? It's like you want to come out now. So it gets to a point after a few allegations where I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe he did some of the stuff. Maybe he didn't. It's in the court's hands, right? But initially, the part about it that got me, right? So years ago, there was a story about Kid Cudi's car catching on fire, I think. And no one really knew why. And it turns out the story is I'm going to read this. I'm going to find an article and I'm going to actually read it to you. Okay, so this is the headline. You want to hear the headline?
Yeah.
The headline is, Music mogul Diddy blew up fellow rapper Kid Cudi's car because he slept with his ex-girlfriend Cassie and dangled one of her friends off a 17th story balcony while drunk. So, that's what the lawsuit claims, right? So all these lawsuits, that's just an example of one of the stories. He blew up Kid Cudi's car because he slept with some girl that he fucked with. And I feel like it's been a consensus for a while that Diddy's a kind of a weird nigga. Some people think he's gay. Some people think he's really homoerotic. Some people think he likes to do weird stuff in the bedroom. That's been stories and rumors for a long time, right? But now that we know he's like a crazy nigga behind the scenes too, I want to know really what is the craziest thing this nigga be into. Because you know niggas like him, he's like damn near a billionaire, ain't he? Diddy? And it's not like he has music. I mean, he owned Bad Boy Records. He has a lot of artists that he makes money from. But really, it's his business acumen that got him where he did. And you know there's some fishy shit going on at the top of businesses that makes niggas billionaires. That don't just happen.
They had to do something to
so I think some of these stories are true.
Yeah.
Some of these stories are true. Diddy definitely did some shit. Blowing up Kid Cudi's car sounds fucking hilarious. Like, I don't even know how you get away with that. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why. I don't know. I can't wait to see what the lawsuits say though. And what comes out to be true and what comes out to not be true. Maybe he has enough money to where he's going to be able to pay some people off and get off scot-free. We have no idea. But yeah, 50 Cent is a funny ass nigga. 50 Cent been posting a lot about the Diddy stuff, saying he knew it was gonna happen and stuff like that. Like
I feel like all these, I mean, not all, but most of these like top tier rappers are like
gay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Diddy definitely could be gay. Diddy strikes me as a guy that could be into a lot of stuff, like a Dwight Howard kind of. You heard about Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Like he's like confirmed gay. It's like
Well,
Dwight
yeah,
Howard's gay, which
Will
is cool.
Smith?
What about him?
What his manager be talking about?
No.
His manager said that he caught Will Smith getting like fucked in the ass.
Oh no. What is this, like an ex-manager?
Yeah.
All right. See, that's another kind of things. I got to put my hands up because it's like earlier this year you get stories like fucking Lizzo. Like Lizzo makes her backup dancers go to the strip club with her and eat a banana out of her pussy. And it's like,
but you think
and I think it came out that it was lies. A lot of people that used to be associated with them big celebrities will come out and make shit up about them. So I don't know if Will Smith really got fucked in the ass. I would say that too if he fired me from a job at his house or something.
But I'm saying,
who knows though?
I'm not saying I believe this, but I hear a lot of things like to get in certain spots.
Positions, yeah. That's where you start. It's like conspiracies, and some of it could definitely be true, but I don't think it's true for everybody. There's no way that everybody that gets to certain levels, well, probably a certain level.
Yeah, I'm talking about a certain level, yeah.
Maybe, dude. You don't know what's going on. That's what I'm saying. Diddy's the type of nigga that will probably do whatever it takes. You feel me?
Like what they do with like Lil Baby, how he was like taking pictures with the I forgot dude's name, but like
Michael Rubin?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the party, nigga, them parties be fucking fat as fuck. I don't know though. That's the kind of situation you got to put your hands up and just chalk it up to the game and say we have no clue. But it would make a lot of sense, especially with a nigga like Diddy who has had a history of just the aura around Diddy. He's a polarizing ass person. I'll tell you that much. Diddy is like polarizing. He's been through multiple eras of hip hop. He was there with Biggie. Like been through a lot of important parts of history in hip hop. Such a big member of hip hop, and yeah, that nigga Diddy's bonkers. I really want to know if he blew up Kid Cudi's car or not. But anything you want to say to wrap up the podcast, Trey?
I'm good.
We've covered a lot today musically, boy.
Yeah.
In the culture, it's been an absolute whirlwind the last few weeks in hip hop and in pop culture in general. Interested to see if Pusha T will clap back at Drake. Drake talks shit about him continuously still. Coming at him, still talking about Kanye too, but Kanye doesn't really. I'm not interested in niggas dissing Kanye. It's like you're a peasant, you know what I mean? Even Drake, like Drake's bigger than Kanye or whatever, but like in terms of legacy and impact, never in his fucking Drake. There is no Drake without Kanye. Like there's not even a quarter of Drake without Kanye. There's not a half of Drake without Kanye. Like Drake is not Drake without Kanye. Travis Scott's not Travis without Kanye. Future's not Future without Kanye. God is not God without Kanye. I'm just playing. I'm just talking shit. Yeah. Subscribe below. Make sure y'all like and comment what y'all want us to see, what y'all want us to do next, what you want to see from us next, and tune into the Versus episode that's about to come out. I'm gonna have some shorts clipped up of that to try to promote it, chop it all up for y'all.
And give us some Versus ideas.
Like, give us Versus ideas, especially based on these conversations we're having. Who do you want to see us talk about? Dirk and YB is on the way. And comment below. Again, ladies, we want to hear how y'all feel about Sexy Red, about Krishan Rock, about the new age female and where it's headed. And if majority of you all, if you disagree with it, do you think majority of women do agree with that though? What they got going on?